My name's Brodelli, and this is my public access television show. This is the cinema with Brodelli. And the reason I call it that is because I've always heard the phrase, my life's a movie, and I think that's a little self-centered, because life is just one big movie and we're all playing a small part. Not really sure what to say about the show, it's gonna be things I see and places I travel, and things I find interesting. And I hope you stay along for the ride. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the show. 'Cause this is the cinema with Brodelli. In the Mojave Desert lies an unnatural oasis of unbridled hedonism and debauchery, where alcohol is more abundant than water, and pleasure is just a phone call away. Today we take a step into a city that gives Sodom and Gomorrah a run for its money, because they lost it on the poker table. That's right, we're visiting Las Vegas. During our stay here, we'll be staying at the Luxor Hotel, which was founded in 1993 by famed occultist Alabaster Crowley. He named it after the Egyptian city where he believed the strongest magic was created by the old gods, and that's magic with a K. Even going as far to install a spotlight that can be seen from space. Upon entering the pyramid, you're immersed in a combination of Egyptian-style architecture and obnoxious advertising, combined with loud, annoying music videos playing songs from the early to mid-2000s. And this would be the beginning of the small steps into my journey into the madness, into the personal hell that would be Las Vegas. At least for the next few days. Okay, maybe I lied. We aren't going to be talking about Las Vegas in this episode. We're well on our way to Arizona. And then from there, to the Hualapai Nation, to witness the grandiosity of Grand Cayon West. After about 4 hours of driving through the Mojave Desert, we arrive at our destination, Grand Cayon West. Sitting at an elevation of 4,737 feet above sea level, for you little foot fanatics out there, and spanning over 17 miles of alluring rock formations, with a history as old as the cinema itself. Then through the gift shop and onto another shuttle, which would take us further into the canyon. When you get off the bus, you're greeted with a boundless sea of colors, shifting like a chameleon with dynamic hues of rust red, dancing in unison with pastel pinks, alternating with shades of black and countless shades of brown, leaving a breathtaking story carved into the earth for millions of years only for you to enjoy in that small moment. After getting lost for a moment, indulging in one of the greatest natural wonders of the world, I made my way onto the restaurant to get my meal, which was included with the tour, because the bus driver told me the line would be large, which was true. I ended up getting the Beyond Burger, or Impossible Burger, I can't remember now, but it was cool that they had a meatless option. And yes, I'm drinking a coffee and a beer. I had a little bit of anxiety and I was tired at the same time, so I get a little wild sometimes. The difference between Grand Cayon West and the Grand Canyon National Park is that we're within the Hualapai Nation, so it's almost completely untouched by man, as much as possible. You won't find any railing here to keep you from falling off the side or any signs that say be careful. The Hualapai believe in leaving the earth as it's been, and not to change or alter any of the natural beauty created by Mother Earth. I didn't personally get too close to the side because, you know, I'm very afraid of falling off of the side. But there were many people much braver than me, even small children. After spending some quality time taking it all in, it was time to get back to the shuttle and head to our next destination, Guano Point. Guano Point is most famous for its dramatic viewpoints of the Grand Canyon. It provides for a stunning 360-degree view of the canyon, unlike any other point. It still has remnants of its historical history as a guano mine, such as the tram that once stretched over 8,000 feet across the canyon to the mine. So the history of the mine is that in the 1930s, a passing boater discovered the guano cave, and then for 20 years thereafter, unsuccessful attempts were made to mine the nitrogen-rich guano for fertilizer. After hearing there was over 100,000 tons of guano in the cave, the U.S. Guano Corporation bought the property and constructed a tramway system to extract it, with the aerial tramway built from the mine to now what is known as Guano Point, with a cablehead house built on the land leased by the Hualapai tribe. The cable crossed the river with a main span of 7,500 feet and a vertical lift of 2,500 feet. As with most natural resources in the 1950s, all of the cave's resources were exhausted because the predicted 100,000 tons was actually closer to 1,000 tons of guano. And then, shortly thereafter, a U.S. Air Force fighter crashed into the overhead cable and the system was permanently disabled. Now the remaining structures are left intact as a monument to man's attempt to mine the canyon. And also it's a nice place to get a good view of the Colorado River, and you can also eat at the restaurant called the Guano Cafe, which literally means batshit cafe. Sounds pretty appetizing, right? And as our time draws to a close and we ride back to Las Vegas, leaving behind the wonders of the Hualapai Nation and its beautiful culture and people, and that of Arizona, I'll leave you with this poem. I left my heart in Arizona. I can still hear the beat echo through the canyons. The red rock portraits but a memory in my mind until we meet again. Saguaro giants will lead me down the dusty golden sun-kissed corridors where only the Joshua tree can hear me cry. I am home. This is Brodelli. Goodbye.